Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Hope everything's going well for you. Hope you're free in your mind from all the bullshit. Welcome to the channel. Some of you I know, some of you I've never met before, which is pretty cool. Hopefully you can take away something from this video. Take from it what you can, leave the rest. I know some of this stuff probably would rub a lot of people the wrong way, but that's okay. Everybody learns in their own time and space. Everybody comes to in their own time and space. Even though we're all one, we're on this illusionary individuality trip. We all come out of it at our own pace. And different tools and methods work better for certain people. Different words, different books, different ways to understand the same thing in so many different ways. Today's video, in the world but not of it. In the world but not of it. You could say that this goes back to choosing a thought system that is not of this world. And it's first to recognize that the thought system we've all been born into is basically a lie, a complete lie. You could say the thought system we've been born into is separation, the separation game, the individuality game, the specialness game. It's also been referred to as one or the other thinking, that you can gain off another's loss. And this makes sense from the perspective of a human ego. So you have to see that you have to first recognize what the thought system of this world is, and then recognize the other choice. So the one or the other thought system of this world, you can gain off another's loss. It's the idea of sacrifice. It's just like when we eat, plants and animals have to be sacrificed. So our individual body can live. So we have to sacrifice other bodies. Usually it's a combination of plants and animals. For some it's just plants. But nevertheless, certain bodies have to be sacrificed. Other examples of one or the other, good guys, bad guys, guilty and innocent, my family, my country, my religion. These are all examples of separation thinking, which keep us in bondage. One or the other, in religiously thinking about it, one or the other is some people go to heaven, some people go to hell. It's like there's the sinner. It's basing your innocence off someone else's guilt. It's one or the other. Either you're the guilty sinner, and I'm the innocent one. That plays out in so many dynamics, whether you believe in religion or God or that whole thing or not. And then the Eastern way, the Eastern one or the other, the wrath of God, is karma, is another way of thinking about this one or the other separation thinking. Karma's a bitch. Karma's going to get you. It's just like saying the wrath of God, how the wrath of God's going to get the guilty sinners. This is one or the other thinking. And it makes sense from the perspective of a human ego. But you got to remember that's the thought system of this world. The thought system that to be in the world but not of it, the thought system that's not of this world is a good concept to understand it, that we use in Course in Miracles teachings is everybody wins and nobody loses. And this isn't really at the level of behavior. This is an internal attitude that you cultivate. Everybody wins, nobody loses. It's thinking about it as everyone's saved no matter what. Because in reality, you can't separate yourself from absolute oneness, only an illusion. And this is an illusion, the world of time and space is projected thought. It's the illusion of separation. In reality, we're eternal. We're eternal. It's also been referred to as infinite consciousness. That's who we really are. We're not a brain and a body. A brain and a body just are like a vehicle. They provide us the illusion of individuality. So you could say the brain, the body, the physical universe, the world's dream of being a person, an individual in the world, actually shields us from knowing who we really are. You could say we've become terrified of who we really are, and we made up a fake dream world. We've escaped eternity, basically. That could sound crazy to a human ego, but remember, it's just scratching the surface of a basic metaphysical understanding. So the concept, everyone wins, nobody loses. It's realizing that everyone's saved no matter what, which is probably one of the hardest things to accept. Most people would argue against that, but it's an attitude. It's amazing grace. It's an internal shift where you realize you're a mind and not a body. So you're able to see through the ego game of brains and bodies and behavior. And you'll be able to see through all that. You're able to see that nothing is harmed. Only an illusion. This is like the sandbox. This is the physical universe is like a sandbox. Castles made of sand. So yeah, everybody wins and nobody loses is the internal attitude, the correction. And that goes back to seeing everybody the same, seeing beyond the biological mask, and seeing that underneath all that, we are really the same one. And that frees the mind from guilt, from fear. It liberates you. It goes beyond anything that's taught in this world. It's a feeling of, there's nothing that compares to that. Shaking that off and realizing that you are forever. You're never going to die. You're not a fucking body, you know? And it's liberating. It's fucking amazing, you know? It's to feel that, to remember that is, to taste that, that memory of who we really are. What else here? Got my little notes. Special love and special hate. You know, seeing through the game of special love and special hate. And that goes back to my family, my country, my friends, my belief systems. You have to like shake all that off. And romantic love is part of the special love and special hate too. It's seeking to get your needs met through other bodies, brains in the world of relationships. It's not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just to see through the ego's game. That everyone you meet is the Holy One. Even though they don't know it, they're lost in dreams of sin and guilt. You know, it's like deep down, everybody is walking around thinking they committed the ultimate sin. They think they separated, but it's covered up in the story of I was born as a body to such and such family in such and such country. I came into the world as a baby. I didn't exist before that. That's the whole fucking the lie. That a person comes out of. To be in the world, but not of it. What else here? Where are we at? Well, it's about almost 10 minutes. What else do you want to know? I think that's good for today. I'm running out of wind here. I think I will look forward to continuing this conversation in the next video. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you like the content, remember to subscribe, and I will look forward to seeing you again. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.